Okay, so I want to tell a little story about this guy I knew once that I met because of this little incident that happened. Okay, so it's December, winter 2002. I'm in my first semester at Nassau Community College, and I'm driving to school this one morning. And for those of you who know Nassau Community College, I would park in the back of the school off of Stewart Avenue, the Stewart Avenue entrance, not Hempstead Turnpike because I can never get a parking spot there. So I'd park in the back. And since kids are lazy, they don't want to walk the extra distance to class from that lot, there's always a lot of spaces. So I'm driving on this road that goes from Stewart Avenue to the parking lot. It's cold out, it's icy as fuck. But I'm trying to be careful. I'm doing like 25 miles an hour on the street. And all of a sudden, I hit a giant ass patch of ice and just start to skid and skid and skid. No matter what I did, the car just wouldn't stop. Next thing I know, I'm slamming into the back of this car and rear ending it. Ah, shit. And then I look up and realize I hit a fucking Lexus. Like, shit. Fuck my life. I guarantee you anything, some fucking rich douchebag, stuck up douchebag is gonna jump out of that car, run up to me and start yelling at me and berating me about how I destroyed his vehicle when there's not even a scratch on it. Lo and behold, what happens? Out jumps a rich douchebag from the Lexus, some kid who went to the school about my age, and his name was Chris Puccio. And he comes running up to the car and he's pissed, right? Hey, man! Hey, you hit my fucking car, bro! You hit my fucking Lexus! Look at it, it's all fucked up! Thinking like, yeah, okay. Right. It was like a fucking love tap. It was a fender bender. But he just keeps going, and this kid's like 6'3", like 230 pounds. Found out he was a high school football player. And I was kind of a little pussy back then. I didn't know what he was going to do to me, so I kept my door locked and my window mostly rolled up. And then after a minute, when I realized he wasn't going to do shit, I get out of the car and he leads me over to the back of his Lexus to check the damage. And I'm looking at it, and there's no damage anywhere, right? Like I said, not a scratch, not a dent. You could not tell he was in an accident. Someone just walked up out of nowhere? No. So I go, seriously, like, where's the damage? Well, he didn't like that answer. Where's the damage? Where's the fucking damage, bro? It's everywhere. Look at it. You fucked up my car. I'm like, kid, I'm not trying to be an asshole or be a smartass, but I'm looking with my own two eyes. I don't see anything. I'm sorry. And he kind of chilled out after that and toned it down. And then we called the police to file an accident report. So this Nassau County cop shows up, and this moron, this cop, doesn't ask for my license or registration. He didn't even put my license plate into his computer. Nothing. I didn't see him typing on the computer. He just got right out of the patrol car and then got right back in and left when he was done. It's like, bro, I could have been a wanted terrorist or serial killer, had like 85 warrants out for me. 85 felony warrants, and he would have had no clue. Okay. So, we exchanged insurance information, all that shit. And I figured, okay, I'm never going to see this douchebag again. So, maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, I'm chilling with my friend Mike at his house in Old Bethpage. And we smoke some weed, and we get really fucking high. And we decide we want to go get some pizza. Now we got the munchies. So we go to the pizzeria right across the street from his house. And we get a bunch of slices and start eating. And, I'm really enjoying this pizza, right? Oh, it was some good munchy pizza. I was like in a zone, not paying attention to anything. I was just looking at the pizza and eating it. And then when I'm in the middle of another bite, just like, pizza. So high. I hear, hey, you! Hey, kid! What the fuck? That voice sounds familiar. And then I look up, and it's him. It's fucking Chris Puccio. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hey, you're the guy who hit my fucking car like 2 weeks ago. What the fuck are you doing in my town? You hit my car. Oh no, why does the world have to be so small? I come to find out he was not only from Old Bethpage, but he lived about 3 blocks literally from Mike's house. And this shopping center and this pizzeria was one of his main hangouts with his friends and shit. Oh no. And he's got like 3 or 4 friends in there with him. He's like, hey man, hey, the guy that hit my fucking Lexus and fucked up my car, hey, he's right here, bro, sitting right in the booth right there. That's the guy. Oh shit. Why? But after that, it was okay. He didn't do or say anything else. And he kind of went away. And then we finished our pizza and walked outside, go back across the street. And I could see his Lexus parked in the parking lot. And him and his friends are all gathered around it in like a semicircle. And it was too far. It was out of earshot. I couldn't hear what he was saying. But I could see him like looking at his friends, pointing at like the back bumper or whatever. And I could see that he was trying to explain where the damage was. Like, oh my God, get a fucking life. And no, that would be the last I'd see him, but not the last I'd hear from him. Because this motherfucker, like a week or two later, sends me a bill, right, for the damage. He says he went to his mechanic, and his mechanic, he had this metal bar, like under his back bumper, right? And me hitting the car dislodged this metal bar, and the mechanic had to go and like push it back into place, which is bullshit. There's no metal bars under bumpers. I've never heard of that. I'm kind of an idiot with cars, and I know that. But this is what this asshole claimed. And yeah, even if that was true, that's the type of thing a mechanic would do for free. What, to snap something back in place? Takes like 5 seconds. Most mechanics wouldn't even charge you for that. Yeah, almost $600. My ass. And of course, my dad was still paying my bills. I was only 18, just a kid still. And I'm telling my dad this is a scam. And my dad's like,
No, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna pay him, David. I'm just gonna write her father a check.
you're not going to ask for like a bill or an invoice or something from the mechanic? Or you're just going to...
Like, I just want this to be over, okay?
He's like, okay, whatever. So he writes out a $575 check. And then I go over, I get their address, and I go over to his house, and it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And his father answers the door. And he's like one of these he looked like one of these rich fucking cocaine dealers slash porn stars from the 70s, complete with the mustache and the chain and the hair and the bathrobe with the chest hair sticking out. I mean, this guy was like Italian to the core. And rich, of course. And I hand him the check, and he closes the door, and that's the end of it. And I remember this one time my dad was like lecturing me about money, some shit about how he had to pay this for me, or I cost him that.
It's like, yeah, I had to pay for this, and I had to pay for that, and including a $575 check to Mr. Puccio.
This is funny the way he said
Mr. Puccio.
And yeah, but fortunately after that, I never heard from the guy ever again. That was it. But yeah, that was the story of my little car crash with Chris, the great Chris Puccio. What a guy. What a fucking guy.